Local Hollywood is a strange place, mixed in with baboons and puppies and sweeties and naughties. Some are a disgrace to the human race, but some are marvellous. But that's not what we're here to discuss. We're here to make things better with sharing unknown facts about our favourite Hollywood celebs. I'm Darren Edwards from Teapot Info, and here is top 10 things you didn't know about your favourite actors/actresses. Number 1. Natalie Dormer is female Tarzan. Game of Thrones star Natalie Dormer is a great inspiration and a delight in the views of the local community that is our world.
Make no mistake, gentlemen.
She is the goddess, the princess, and has a big pinfight for adventure and loves to be cunning and adventurous in the light of the day.
Our hero.
But unlike all the other baboons from Film HQ that spend their time having parties with their comrades and knocking back pints at O'Regan's pub down the road, Dormer is off flying through the trees like a chimpanzee. Did you know that her morning routine consists of jumping out of bed, doing jumping jacks, and then a 10-mile run before her breakfast down the road, and then a shower and a lot of healthy food? Afterwards, she goes off to work with all her local community, where she gives speeches of ridding terrorism and havoc that happens across the globe. Did you know she rescued 5 cats and 3 parrots by throwing a tumbleweed at a local baboon who was a double agent working behind a deli counter on a mission without permission to steal animals from around various cities? What a legend, what an iconic warrior. We should all give our souls to, give a round of applause to Natalie Dormer. Apparently, it's been said if you seem nervous, she has a mental capacity and telepathy to notice a fan of her work and will instantly unleash an urge to go over and get closer.
God, it must be her.
So that you can have the confidence to say how much you enjoy her work. She hates her work so much and is so self-criticized of herself, she makes sure she owns every Blu-ray release of her filmography. She even has tests where she dances to the slowest music and tries to dance as fast as she can to make all the sounds surrounding her seem so far away. To let her magic mind go abroad, she can speak 10 million different languages, including cat, chimpanzee, posh, unposh, knacker, Irish knacker, old Irish, and drunk, and understands every single capacity in the human brain by just vaguely staring at a person for 0.5 seconds.
Is that even possible?
And I can barely tie my shoelace. What an absolute legendary queen. Number 2. Lindsay Lohan was in Cats 2019. Mean Girl sensational star Lindsay Lohan is best known for her work in The Parent Trap, Freaky Friday, and being an inmate in county jail. But there was one thing you didn't realise, that she was in Tom Hooper's horrifically horrifying disastrous film Cats 2019, and had Lindsay Lohan in the original edition. Lindsay was so angry about the CGI that she begged and pleaded Hooper to leave her uncredited and cut her part. Thomas Hooper, being the visionary generous fellow, actually took her offer so well you can still see Lindsay's face in the final cut. She's nowhere in the end credits, and no one knows that Miss Lohan had anything to do with Hooper's mess of a film in cinema. Lohan begged to never remotely even have anything to do with Tom Hooper ever again. Let's hope and pray Lindsay's future won't have anything to do with this local ghoul. Number 3. Bill Hader can see ghosts and can travel through dimensions. Iconic SNL star Bill Hader is well known and respected for not just his comedy and not just his acting, but for his iconic soul presence across the entire world. Well, one dark fact about the actor might leave you shivering. Ever see that Bruce Willis film with the ghosts? Well, the end of the film, it's almost like M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong was pointing at a young Bill sitting in the bed. The reason I say this is because if you watch the iconic underrated comedy Andy Samberg film Hot Rod, Bill Hader's character is pouring water inside a pool, and if you look close, Did you see he spoke with words not being heard? Why this? Why is this? Is it a mistake? Is it a blooper? Well, if you realise how great Hot Rod was, and if it was a hit, you would have saw it sooner. Kind of like how Fight Club invokes danger and masculinity, and how The Room evokes laughability. You understand what I mean. Anyway, the reason Hot Rod wasn't a hit is because Bill Hader, being the person he was able to go around the universe and change history and make sure the film wasn't a massive hit, so him and his enterprise into the paranormal world could be kept under wraps. And fair play to the guy, this is only common sense. Number 4, Winona Ryder, Joan Jett, Jennifer Connelly and Kristen Stewart were all part of the same family. Iconic rocker Joan Jett and Winona Ryder are similar in almost every way. Besides the fact that Joan has the voice of a teacher who used to scream at me for smoking behind the lorry at break time, and Winona looks like the child of Elijah Wood and Natalie Portman. They are basically the same person. Joan plays music and Winona is scared and looks lost in the world that's written by some fella trying to make money so he can buy petrol for his car. But if you didn't know, if you notice how similar Jennifer Connelly is, she's literally almost the exact same, that gothic feely willy way. And the way Christian acts as well. The reason is because they are all part of the same family, kept under wraps. As we speak at Christmas time, they go visit each other and stop by for some cake. They even swap out roles and laugh at things like the Twilight films. It's also the reason Kristen dyed her hair blonde, because they were realising these similar ways that they act. Anyway, many actors and actresses are actually related and go visit each other without realising because of rights and all of that. These actors include Luke Evans and Orlando Bloom, Renee Russo and Michelle Pfeiffer, Steve Buscemi and John Waters, Tim Allen and Neil Breen, Madonna and Kate Winslet, George Clooney and Tony. Yeah, Tony. He gets the tram to work behind the counter at Argos, and he always gives tips because he loves his life and his transport. Lovely guy. God bless Tony. Number 5. Margot Robbie is a changeling. There are various kinds of rumours and theories surrounding those hack frauds and baboons that goon the roads of local Hollywood. But one that makes people think is the idea of the reptilian. It takes the shape of a reptile form, and people think it's what celebrities are. Well, we wouldn't be that silly to believe such a thing. But the reason I bring it up is that I believe it's canon, legit and confirmed in my own brain, because I'm a smart little puppy altogether. So while you're there, scratching your head, listen up and listen close. It pinpoints to the iconic DC star, Margot Robbie, and how she can change the shape of anything and anyone. But how is that possible? Well, listen. Ever notice how in this interview with Margot, she seems to be holding a piece of traditional white paper, but if you look close, you can see a bit of dirt on the side of the sheet. This is because Margot was having a bit of a laugh. She was actually after transforming into a dog to get here, and when she was off on her way with the paper on her mouth, it got a little dirty. Oh, and listen to this. If you look at Date from iconic series, that crystal age of resistance is the exact same smile as the one Margot has. She has not only been caught out transforming into various different creatures, but can also turn into various objects to get to her transport through the world, to get to places she wants to get when she's away from Ozzy. You think you got away with it, Margot, but you didn't.
It's about her presence.
Number 6. Lena Headey likes cake. Number 7. Ryan Reynolds. Mr. Reynolds is well known for having a bit of a laugh when it comes to the online world, but did you know he's more involved than you think? He not only sends funny responses in the howling comment section, but also loves to edit Wikipedia, IMDb, and Boris Johnson memes. His edits include adding Neil Breen on the cast of some Rogue One, saying Brie Larson was born in Kildare, Ireland, to confuse everyone at Disney, putting Fair City on the top rated Irish dramas ever produced, uploading the entire film of Batman with Robert Pattinson before pre-production even began, adding Ozzy Bear to the Marvel Heroes of All Time list, and adding Tommy Wiseau's name to considerations of people directing MCU's Fantastic Four. He also has many fake accounts in which he uses to comment on the various videos. These names include Dodgy Darren 458, Hip Hop Dude 149, Leo Vradker, Rose Shit Joints 2887, Kitty Galore 259, Grapevine Dragon, Santa Eats Poo, Skelly 254, and Will Hates Veggies 225. 8. Emma Stone hates the Irish. Emma Stone is an actress we love and adore with great enthusiasm. She has proven herself to be cunning and has provided us with great performances that graced our screens many times. But one thing you didn't know is that about a month ago, she was in an interview with Scotty Grunt Radio's very own DJ Hippie Smith, where he asked her about her visit to County Limerick in Ireland. She said it was probably the scariest experience of her life, as she had a chase of a very angry farmer called Tyrone McNamara. He screamed vulgar, abusive language at her and chased her around the farm on his little lawnmower that he had in the shed. She also had a run-in with some fiends hanging on the side of the road, whistling and saying things that were very uncomfortable to her very own soul. She also sent up in the morning to double her actor Domhnall Gleeson. She didn't know any better. Domhnall, being the gent he was, never spoke to her ever again, and put chalk in her coffee. Emma really gets treated bad by them.
Jesus Christ! A fucking bitch of a woman!
Lumberlyle, Anna Kendrick is not as nice as she seems, and is very, very silly. That upbeat persona, that happy face, it's all lies and deception. Anna has a lot going on we don't know about. Keep your eyes open and keep them wide open. I got so much sauces from listening in to her Christmas dinner by hiding in the air shaft of her house and hiding in the attic and getting chased by her brother with a broken wooden stick that he found. Something is happening with her. She's a spy or something, so keep your eyes open like a hawk. Number 10. Mila Kunis is Overlord DVD. Overlord Dr. Victor Van Doomcock is some fellow with a helmet who teaches about wokeness and about different types of people that drive us insane. My theory comes from watching a scene from Return of the Jedi where Leia takes off the helmet in Jabba's palace. The reason I bring it up, and I think it's a woman in the costume, is cause the way the audio's edited in with some sort of bass that doesn't sound like it's coming from underside the helmet and sounds like they recorded it with a microphone or some other recording device. There is no doubt Mila is a big fan of Star Wars and she is so funny, and it could be possible either in that suit or writes the script, or they possibly even switch around to get more content up on the channel. Other suspects I have in mind include Emma Stone, the Olsens, the Delevines, Thomas Brody Sangster, Ben Schwartz, John Cena, John Boyega, J.J. Abrams, and Rogue One star Felicity Jones. I believe it's canon, legit and confirmed, and I will not stop until I find out who this man is. Maybe man's, or men's, or women's, or woman, who knows? Thanks so much guys for checking out this video. Please share, subscribe and share again if you please, and you will donate a load of money and get all that eye-watering crash inside of my lovely shoebox that I keep under my box of Terry's beefy carrot sticks inside of my work closet under the stash of drugs. And if you donate more than 56666 and 1 cent, euros and dollars, or whatever currency, I don't really mind, whatever works, you get your very own YouTube link sent to you on the social media of your choice of the hit music video to Demi Lovato's hit single, Confident. The reason being, sometimes you don't feel like searching for the song yourself, so I am very good and generous of having such a beautiful, brightful show-stopping courtesy for those in need. So, take care, ciao for now.